Today, I'd like to talk about air duct cleaning when those air ducts are underground or below grade. Some homes have air ducts that are below ground, underneath a slab or in a basement, even underneath the floor in the basement. And sometimes these are on the same system as the rest of the house. Sometimes they'll be on a separate system. But there's ductwork under the floor, under concrete slab, underground to distribute the airflow. It's really a practical, good idea, especially in a basement. You know, on a slab, yeah, it makes sense that you try to put the vents in the floor. During the heating season, you really get better circulation if the warm air is coming out of vents on the floor, because warm air tends to rise on its own all by itself. So if the vents are on the ceiling, which is typical in a basement situation, it's not moving and distributing the air and the heat as well as you would like. So it is a good idea for that reason to try to put them below the slab or below grade underground. The problem is when you put metal ductwork, galvanized ductwork, underground, you're putting it in a wet environment. It's underground, it's damp. The galvanized metal will rust and will eventually fall apart. Depending on how wet it is, it has a useful life of somewhere between 20 and 50 years. But as we're invited in to clean that ductwork, we'll find that the ductwork is oftentimes severely rusted, has holes in it, falling apart. Sometimes it's disintegrated to the point to where there's almost no ductwork there. To try to clean it makes it worse because we're putting our brush and agitation equipment down there and just brushing and scrubbing and disturbing the dirt, because that's the only thing that lines the opening anymore is dirt, or in large areas of it. At that point, there are no good options. You can cut through the concrete, dig up the floor, and replace the ductwork. But the more practical option is to just abandon it eventually. Again, good idea, but it has a limited life, 20 to 50 years. Eventually, you're going to have problems with it. You're going to have to abandon it. It just is no longer sanitary to be blowing air through those passageways that aren't lined anymore. If you're in that type of a home, if you're looking at purchasing that type of a home, beware. Ductwork below ground has a limited lifespan.